I have the pleasure of introducing somebody who really doesn't need an introduction. I think everybody knows Jen. Well, most people here I think know her, and I'm beginning to think she's the most popular girl in town because every time I come here, somebody says something nice about her. In fact, I went to an event last week, and somebody said something great about her, and I'm guessing that everywhere I go and where she shows up, somebody's going to have something to say about her. So Jan works for Fidelity Bank. She's a personal banker there, and I think it's probably a marriage made in heaven because I hear great things about this bank, and obviously we know great things about her. And I'm guessing fidelity is a good word. It's a good fit for Jan. I think faithfulness is probably something that's very important to Jan. She's been married for 44 years, which is an accomplishment in itself. She's got 3 sons, and the first grandchild on the way, is that right? We're very excited about that. We wish you well with that. Something you may not know about her is she won a choreography award for water ballet in high school. So she's also creative.
Fun.
Yeah, and she also is a prison minister for the Kairos Prison Ministry, which helps people take responsibility for their life choices and helps them take a God perspective once they do get released from prison, so they can become productive citizens, which is great, very noble work. And one thing that might surprise you about Jan, she loves people. And she loves helping people. And when other people that she refers business to actually get business, she celebrates just as much as the other people do. So anyway, this is Jan, and our one and only matchmaker, and it's great to have you present to us today. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, there's a funny thing about the stock market. I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but every time some guy sells, another guy buys. And the weird part is they both think they're smart. Go figure, right? But banking is logical. Banking has to do with change. A lot of you have talked about change and how you help people through change. So some changes you can plan for and some changes you can't. They're a surprise. You didn't know they were coming. You know if you're getting married, you know if you're having a child, but you don't necessarily know when your parents need help or the other things that are going on. So one of the things that I always recommend my clients is a little like what Dave Ramsey says. He talks about envelopes to put your money in. Well, I talk about financial file folders because you can have an account for everything that you could possibly need. For example, my husband and I have a household account. The money for the household bill goes in here, and we don't spend it by accident. And then there's a separate account for insurance drafts, because if anything happens to the household account, I don't want to go find all that stuff. I don't want to have to change that stuff. And then we have an account for his allowance, an account for my allowance, and we made 44 years because we don't have to argue about, you didn't tell me you bought gas, and now my bottle's to chuck. So it's something that I'd highly recommend. So in your life, to deal with change, you need several things. You need a really good banker. You need a really good mechanic. You need a really good doctor. And you need a really good lawyer. Good. How about your banker? Does your banker talk to you? Does your banker know about your dreams? Does your banker know about your headaches? My name is Jan Snyder. I'm with Fidelity Bank. I am a personal banker and a matchmaker. I am going to match you up with the things you need and the people you need to know. I want you to succeed, and you will always succeed better if you have the best business bankers, and they deliver the tools for success. Every job is easier if you have the right tools. So I wrote down, because I don't want to miss all this good stuff we offer, I'm going to read it off a list because I don't want to miss a single thing, because Fidelity offers great stuff. So we have 2 totally free business checking accounts. They're designed to meet your needs. They can do up to 1,000 transaction items per month and up to $5,000 cash per day without charging you anything extra. No minimum balances. Free check images. Online banking manager for you to control your accounts, transfer your funds, pay your bills. We have business check cards. We also have business credit cards. You need to get your business expenses off your personal credit report. I see people nodding for that one. We have merchant services. We have treasury management services. We have remote deposit capture, where you can scan and transmit securely from your office. This is ideal for businesses that have non-cash intensive, mostly checks, or they have multiple locations. Makes for great convenience. We do business loans and lines of credit. So, we also have free personal accounts with free check cards, free online banking with bill pay, free downloads into QuickBooks, free use of non-fidelity ATM machines, business and personal, which means we know we're not on every corner, and we know that you're going to have to go to another bank occasionally. So all you have to do is call me, because that bank is going to charge you money even if we don't. So you say, oh, Jan, I got stuck and I had to go to bank to get some cash because there wasn't a Fidelity close by. And I look at your statement, I see what they charged you, and I return up to 3 feet per month, up to $10 for you. So we have free check images, free e-statements. When you decide to close your account with the other bank because you're so happy banking with me, you bring me your check card and your checks from your old bank, and I will give you $25, so you get free money. On top of that, we have a free coin counter in every single branch. If you go to Kroger and dump your coin in the machine, they charge you 8 cents out of every dollar. We don't charge you anything. We're happy to see you. And free coffee and free cookies every day. What more could you want? So our mortgages are great. You got to meet Lee today, and I'm sure he can tell you a lot more about it. But we can get you pre-qualified for that dream home or that change that's coming into your life. No charge ever to run numbers to help you decide. A home equity line is a line of credit that you can draw on for 10 years. This is a terrific safety net to have. So it's usually a tax deduction for you because it is like a second mortgage. There's no prepayment penalties, and there are no closing costs. So it's a great way to make your equity work for you. You can use it to get out of debt. You can use it to fund starting a business, but then you have to get that credit off the business, personal and into the business later. Home equity loans are great, but they are a fixed rate, fixed term. You get it all up front. You make the payments just like you would for a car payment. Sometimes that's a cheaper rate than the car loan, so you might want to consider that. And auto loans have never been better. We also do those. And we get you pre-qualified so you can go shopping, and the minute you find the car, you go, okay, I'm ready, let's close. Financial advisors will help you with decisions beyond what I can do. They are licensed in securities and make other decisions. Those are the ones that take a little bit of risk because they're not FDI insured. At the bank, you're FDI insured. And I want you to know that it has to do with how you title your accounts and what beneficiaries are in your account. So if you do it right, you can have millions of dollars at the same bank and still be FDIC insured. Is to match you up with the things you need, people you need to know. Every job is easier with the right tools, and you make life more convenient and more productive with the right tools. So remember financial file folders. Remember coming to talk to me about change, or coming to talk to me before change about your dreams. And last but not least, if you set an appointment to have a one-on-one with me, I have a short-term business contingency plan that I will give you as a gift. Thank you.